What's up, guys? Back here, live in Master Duel, Spectate Saturdays, episode 13, Legend Anthology edition of Spectate Saturdays. The usual two different decks that are not loner decks by both players, and after doing some surveys, we got two different decks by both players that are not loner decks on the right side. We got at least four of them. So 4 duels along with one random spectate matchup. We are going to start backwards to the bottom, and then we will work our way up to the top, and then it's the random. The perspective view of Millennium with a side of Tomb Keeper. And with his hand, glossed out Red Reboot, which is nice. Red Eyes Insight, toss out Black Meteor Dragon for this glossed out Red Eyes Fuse. Activated. For Dark Dragoon, Dark Dragoon, Turbo, and Pass. Set 3. Fiend Reflection, Back Row, and Pass. Black Meteor Dragon, Banish. Obliterate. Negate Destroy from Dragoon. Zoma. Embodiment of Apophis. Getting Red Eyes Fuse, of course. Fiend Reflection. Hello? Hold on. Activates a card or effect, which, of course, opponent did do that. While it's a continuous spell, it was free special. Then you can gain life equal to half the attack of one monster on the field. It does not target gain life. That's crazy. Sorcerer, kill off Zoma, kill off Fiend Reflection. Another Red Eyes Fuse. For a second Dark Dragoon. Red Eyes Fusion Turbo, huh? That means the Red Eyes Duelist wins. 3 Dark Magician, 2 Red Eyes Black Dragon, one of which is glossed out, 3 Veiler, 3 Black Metal Dragon, Ghost Bell, 2 Ghost Mourner, 3 Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, one of which is glossed out, 2 Nibiru, 3 Imperm, 2 Red Eyes Spirit, Super Polymerization, Lightning Storm, 3 Magical Eyes Fuse, 3 Dark Hole, Raigeki, Feather Duster, Heavy Storm, 3 glossed out Red Eyes Fuse, 2 Red Eyes Insight. Extra deck consists of Access Code, Link Karibo, 2 Number 11 Big Eye, 2 glossed out Barn the Floor, 2 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Basically, it's Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Turbo, nothing more, nothing less. And 3 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. I'm pretty much convinced this is basically Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Turbo. The perspective view of Millennium. More Millennium matchups. And with his hand, Millennium does it nice. Wedgie Temple, Golem Sengenjin, Royal Heart of the Blue Eyes. Nice. Getting Millennium Ankh. Golem. Reveal. Summon. Getting Wedju. All 5 pieces for the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. And 1 set. Exod, Fires of Rage, straight up set and pass. Real Normal Lady Debug, getting backup Attic Mister. Lingeribo, canceling out the fires. Super Poly is a card for the sake of Dragos Depelia. Sign and Mining, getting Wizard Attic Mister. Dragos Depelia over Golem, but Golem goes to the back row due to Wedju Temple. And 1 set. Sengenjin to attack, Nib and Shield. Shield for the Ankh. Golem reveal Ankh, special both. Technically Shield special by paying 2,000, and then Golem, glossed out by the way, reveal the Ankh, special, get another Wedju Temple. Ankh. All 5 revealed. Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate returns. Sengenjin over Dragos Depelia, 2,000. Add 4,000. Set 1. Imperm. Negate. Obliterate Blaze. Another Exod set by Exodia Fusion, and Millennium wins. Five pieces of Exodia, basic. 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Ghost Ogre, Ghost Mourner, just 1, 3 Molcharmy Fulos, 3 Shield, the Limited Golem, don't forget, in Master Duel, in terms of real deal Master Duel lists, it's at 1 for that reason. 3 Sengenjin, 1 of which is glossed out. 1 Royal Heart of the Blue Eyes, Nibiru, and then traps, 3 Imperm, 2 of which are glossed out, 2 Exod Fires of Rage, Macrocosmos, Spell Lineup, Obliterate Blaze, 2 Super Poly, Dimensional Fissure, Pot of Extravagance, 3 Millennium Ankh, 3 Wedju Temple. And then I'm pretty much guessing the whole entire extra, not counting that BLS link, is strictly Super Poly targets with the help of 2 Exodia fusions. So, Baphomet, the Mythical King of Phantom Beasts, Earth Golem Attic Mister, Heals Vorog, the Mechanical Dawn, Guilty Gearfried, the Magical Steel Knight, Gloss-style Starving Venom, Predaplan Dragos Depelia, Gloss-style Blue Eyes Tyrant, Chaos Star Source, Secretarion, Predaplan Trivioritum, Denial Deity Dotan. I think I never saw this card ever, so let's see what's the case about this. Level 10 Light Warrior Fusion, 3,000 flat on the attack, 2,800 defense. That takes 1 light monster along with 2 monsters except on the field or in the graveyard. To get around that secondary portion of the material, the hand is the way to go in terms of using monsters as material from the hand. This fusion Shokin card cannot be killed by battle immunity, as long as no monsters on your field or graveyard share an original name with any monster on your opponent's field or graveyard. Monsters you control cannot be killed by card effects. You can send from your hand, deck, or extra deck to the graveyard one monster with the same original name as a monster on your opponent's field or graveyard, then target one monster on their field or graveyard, banish it. For whatever the reason may be offering this artwork, this made me think of you watch from Bleach or whatever else in mind. But I'm not going to be too sure about that. But let's not digress on, the cards art. DDD Super Doom King Purple Armageddon. BLS Link as mentioned, and the 2 Exodia fusions. And this next matchup with this hand, this is an actual deck, because if you noticed, glossed out cards, which means it's not from a loner deck. However, it's from a, generic pilot who wants to throw in fun cards. So the super old classic Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Big shout outs to Joey Wheeler with the Dragon Nails card on Red Eyes Black Dragon in terms of anime logic, and it makes it so that Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon is a thing in terms of, again, anime rules. However, because of the card text in terms of the release of Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, it makes it so that it can't be normal summon / set, must be special summon, first be special summon from your deck by attributing Red Eyes Black Dragon equipped with Metamorph. So, if we go back, Red Eyes Black Dragon, basic, Metamorph as an old card, target one face-up monster anywhere on the field, hook it up to this, that it gains 300 stats. If it attacks, it gains attack equal to half the attack of the attack target during damage calculation only. So by combining these two, you have Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, which is level 8 Dark Machine for whatever the reason may be, and not a dragon like the metal part. I understand. 2800 attack, 2400 defense. Incoming Machine getting Zoa the Fiendish Beast. Set, special Zoa, straight up set, flame coating Metamorph, and pass. Set, flame coating, and hooking it up as an equip that does. If the equipped monster will be killed by battle or card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead, so saving grace. $3,400 beats. Red Lotus King, Red Eyes Black Full Metal Negate, and pass. Try it again. Nope, still not gonna let that happen. And pass. $34 beats. Try it again. Nope. Crimson Gaia this time. Can the Red Dragon Archfiend play it through? Simplified game state. Black Full Metal has officially outed, and Red Dragon Archfiend actually wins. So here we go with this. Absolute Power Force on Scarred. Target one Red Dragon Archfiend. That'll be Scarred, aka Red Dragon Archfiend. Supernatural effects until the end of the damage step. 1000 attack extra. Your opponent cannot activate anything. If it attacks a defense monster, pierce battle damage, and any battle damage your opponent takes from that battle gets doubled. And Red Dragon Archfiend with a massive comeback win. Two Effect Veiler, Synchron, Resonator lineup, Synchron, 2 Red, 2 Crimson, 2 Vision, 2 Soul, that's all of the Resonators, Red Lotus King, Flame Crime, 2 of them, Ghost Ogre, 2 Ghost Bell, 1 of which is glossed out, 3 Wandering King Wildwind, 3 Bone Archfiend, Molcharmy Perulia, 2 Fuelos, Raigeki, 3 Resonator Call, Lightning Storm, the one of Crimson Gaia, that's crazy work, Resonator Command, Absolute Power Force, 2 Infinite Impermanence, 2 Red Rain, Fiendish Chain, 2 Red Zone. Extra that consists of 3 Red Rising Dragon, 3 RDA, 2 Scarred, 2 Hot Red Abyss, 2 copies of Hot Red Bane, 2 copies of Red Nova Dragon, Kui Belt the Blade Dragon. The perspective view of Harpies. And with this hand, the lost out Neos Fuse. Real normal, first Harpy, Fearsome Fire Blast, Rainbow Neos out the gate. Not even a Link summon of Conductor? Vampire Desire. After the real normal of Plague Spreader Zombie, Desire toss out Ghost. Okay. Tribute for Shadow. Shadow for Red Baron. Creature swap. And shuffle away the graveyard. Plague Spreader, come on back. Take the Shadow Vampire. And of course, Dampier Vampire Sheridan, the blue blood of vampires. In TCG, this card, at the time this video is recorded, this card in TCG has gone up in price because of Heka hands. If you want to get your hands on cheap ones, I strongly urge you to do so. Blue Blood Sheridan, send away the dragon, Sheridan, and then Fearsome Fire Blast, toss out Harpist, bring it on back, Synchro into Red Eyes, Zombie Necro Dragon, Harpist getting Channeler, and pass back to the Harpy player. Real normal Channeler. Discard first Harpy for Perfumer, getting Elegant Egotist. Cyber Slash Harpy. Power Struggle. Targeting Blue Blood Sheridan, but Cyber Slash is going to bounce it back. Egotist for the first Harpy. For the rest, locked into wins. And by any chance, does my opponent have any wins when doing this? Not even Lightning Chidori or Ice Beast Zero Fine, by the way. Not even Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack? That's crazy. Algua Mazera Saving Grace. Bring it on back. Set 2 and pass. Power Struggle, Cyber Slash, bounce it back. Shuffle it back, reset button. The Zombie Vampire, courtesy of Sheridan stealing the dragon. No restriction, so from those mills, Neos, 2 extra Harpies, Oracle and Queen, Ghost, Lord, and out of all of the monsters to take, Vampire Lord. Special summoning properly Vampire Genesis, level 8 Dark Zombie, 3,000 flat on the attack, 2100 defense. Can't be normal summon set, must be special, no other ways from the hand. By banishing 1 Vampire Lord you control. Once per turn, discard 1 zombie, target 1 zombie in your graveyard with a level less than the discarded zombie monsters, special it out. So it's basically Zombie Master on steroids, but level less in terms of reborning zombies. Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Target 1 face-up monster anywhere on the field. Special 1 monster with a different original name. In terms of special 1 from hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster's but different original name. And if for whatever the reason, this card in its owner's spell trap gets killed because of an opponent's card, you can set 1 copy of this card, Super Team Buddy Force Unite, directly from your deck in your spell trap zone. Oracle, Swallow's Nest for Perfumer, getting Egotist and Hunting Ground, Zombie Vampire over Cyber Slash, Genesis over First Harpy, and pass. Oh, Federest via Oracle, then pass back to the Harpies. Hunting Ground, second Cyber Slash, of course. Power Struggle, target Zombie Vampire. Bounce back, Vampire Genesis. Elegant Egotist, First Harpy. Oracle, free special, trigger. Exi into Malevolent Sin. Federest, locked into wins. And draw 2 this time. Real normal, the First Harpy. Wait, couldn't he not? Hold on. No one can target this card within special summon monsters except those special summoned from the graveyard. That basically means any monster that's not reborn from the graveyard cannot target Zombie Vampire. So this guy is gonna clean house. More milling later. It is Necro World Banshee, Rainbow Dragon, Harpy Queen, and Channeler. And out of all of the monsters to take, Necroworld Banshee. Tribute. For Ghost Lancer, the Underworld Spearman. Level 5 Dark Zombie, 2000 attack, no defense. If only your opponent controls a monster, free special from hand, can't be killed by battle, except those that were special summoned from the extra deck. If it attacks a defense monster, pierce battle damage. Makes sense because he's a spearman. Over First Harpy, Zombie Vampire over Cyber Slash, and pass. Neos Fuse for Brave Neos. Federest. Saving Grace via Algul Mazera. Gain 3 ranks. Brave over Spearman. Getting Neos Fuse. And 1 set Harpist, getting Perfumer. Real Normal Sorcerer, switch to attack. Saving Grace. Thanks to Neos Fuse, Brave Neos completely killed. And pass back. Real Normal Perfumer, Swallow's Nest for Channeler. Deal battle damage over Sorcerer. Gain the ranks. Sorcerer Search for Fraulein. At 3000, even things up with Zombie Vampire. Zombie Reborn on Ghost. Should be for Fraulein. Imperm on Fraulein. That was well thought out. Saving Grace of Algul Mazera. Comes back. So much for infinite impermanence. Channeler. Discard her copy. Royal Fearsome Fire Blast. Exceed Shoken into Flare Metal. Down goes Flare Metal. Take the Flare Metal. And zombies may actually win this one. Yeah, zombies won. There you go. Wow. Yeah, sorry to the Harpy player, but unfortunate as it is, as I looked at the extra deck, you literally do not have the right cards for that. So, zombies took care of that. Fat 60 Vampire Zombies. Scapegoat. We'll deal with the non-vampires first. Scapegoat, Glow Up Bloom, Plague Spreader Zombie, Bacon Saver, Mad Mauler, Pump Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, Unizombie, Ghost Bell, Tatsunecro, Mizuki, 2 Gozuki, Samurai Skull, Necroworld Banshee, 2 copies of Devouring Sarcophagus as an old card, if I recall. Level 4 Dark Zombie, no stats. When this card gets killed by battle with an opponent's monster, take control of it, and if you do, it becomes a zombie and its stats become 0. When your zombie gets killed with an opponent's monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it, take control of it, and become a zombie with its stats at 0. So either result still leads to take control of it, make it a zombie, and its stats become 0. And that second effect is a once per turn. Hard once. Ghost Lancer, the Underworld Spearman. Jack O'Bolin. Al Ghul Mizera. Swords of Revealing Light. Dispel. Smashing Ground. Hammer Shot. Zombie Reborn. Delta of Invitation. Zombie Power Struggle. Dust Tornado. Bottomless Trap Hole. Or Torrential Tribute, excuse me. Torrential Bottomless. There we go. Sakuretsu Armor. Threatening Roar. Enma's Judgment. Treacherous Trap Hole. I don't know why you're playing this when you got too many traps. Memory Loss. Typhoon. The Deep Grave. Haunted Zombies. Divine Wrath. Curse of Darkness. Vampire cards. 1 Familiar. 1 Retainer. 2 Ghost. 2 Sorcerer. 1 Lord. 1 Dragon. 1 Shadow. 1 Fraulein. The one of Fraulein in a fat 60, by the way. Curse. Red Baron. Genesis. Desire. 2 Kingdom. Domain. 2 Awakening. 1 Takeover. And 1 Domination. Extra that consists of Doom Kaiser Dragon, Revive King Hades, Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon, Skeletal Dragon Felgrand, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord, Crimson Eye Vampire Bram, Dampier Vampire Sheridan, Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld, Zombie Vampire, Vampire Sucker, Vampire Fascinator. And last but certainly not least, with his hand, the perspective view of Salamangreats. Law Style Pyro Phoenix. And Simplified Game State. Salamangreats versus Max Metamorph. Duster, chain the cards, circle, getting fire, Metal Flame Swordsman, fire for Gazelle, Sanctuary, Balinx, Gazelle, toss out Jaguar, Horse Prince for Spinny, Sunlight Wolf, Spinny, Sunlight Wolf, getting Gazelle, Raging Phoenix, second Raging Phoenix for the search of Roar, set to and pass. Extravagance. Draw the 2. Rage. Kill all the cards. And pass. Will. Jaguar. Shuffle the Fire. Reborn. Balinx. Gazelle. Valor the Gazelle. Sunlight Wolf, Will, Reborn the second Wolf. Sanctuary, gain some points. Weasel, shovel up. And Pyro Phoenix dishing out the last damage for gain. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your top 5 replays of Spectate Saturdays Legend Anthology. If you can do better, then drop a friend code along with a series amount of replays, and maybe you can be a guest feature on my channel displaying some absolute convoluted combos, controls, and many more. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spectate Saturdays episode 13. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and I shall catch you guys next time.